2 weeks ago, we were talking about the Browns as the class of the AFC North. A loss to the Texans made us pump the brakes a bit, but Cleveland gets star wide receiver Josh Gordon back in the fold this week. Doug, does Gordon's return put Cleveland back in the driver's seat in the AFC North?
I think it does because with center Alex Mack's injury, the running game has really fallen off. They just waived Ben Tate. They have two pretty good rookie backs, but they need to go more to the passing game. And Brian Hoyer, not a spectacular quarterback, needs a guy who can grab yards after the catch, and Gordon might be the best in the league. I mean, over and over, you go back and watch what he did last year, play after play, he's just torching guys on little screens, little dig routes, and bam, he's off to the races. He's got tremendous size and catchability in the red zone, great sideline catcher. If the Browns aren't in the driver's seat now, it would be because of their defense, because I think Gordon puts their offense right over the top.
It's a really tough read because that division seems to change maybe more than any other division on a week-to-week basis. The Bengals were struggling and they got a big win. The Steelers were rolling and now they've had two really shaky performances in a row, and the Ravens have been up and down all year. So it's just begging for some team to step out and really take the bull by the horns. Gordon gives the Browns the opportunity to do that. As Doug mentioned, it definitely changes their offense, and they have been missing that number one guy. They still have, for all things considered, they still move the ball decently well through the air when they've needed to. This could put them over the top. I mean, I'm still worried about, you mentioned the defense, the schedule. They also have 4 of their last 6 on the road. You know, Baltimore probably the toughest game in there, but there's some tricky road trips. So it doesn't necessarily set up for them to finish with 10 or 11 wins, but getting Gordon back, yeah, I mean, we're talking about a top 10 receiver in the league for a team that has been sort of plug and play guys all over the field all year. They haven't really had that surefire guy that they can count on in the clutch in key situations. And they've got him now, assuming he can step in and play the way he has in the past.
And keep in mind, this was a guy who led the league in receiving yards when he was catching a lot of passes from Jason Campbell and Brandon Whedon. I think it'll be fine.
The AFC North, arguably the most competitive division in the NFL, just got a little tougher.